Last vlog, we talked about from print to internet and from broadcast to internet. Both are very strongly used to provide information to the public, but there are new types of content to provide more information to the public as well. Hello, I am Kirsten Floyd for Eagle News, and there are many types of new content to reach to the audience throughout the globe. Earlier chapters examine how convergence can change and has changed the way we think about the stories that we're covering in the newsrooms, and journalists should cover them. Those changes are occurring in broadcast media operations, the news that's giving journalists so many great opportunities. Television and radio are those opportunities for new content to be projected and provided to give out to the audience. Television stations are increasing, and their adoption of online and hosting staff blogs of live cams, posting audio clips, and posting new recorded newscasts as well. But some practices has absolutely leveled off as well, and they are very decreasing. And those are streaming audio clips. Those are doing podcasts on news programs for means of video segments as well. Radio stations are relayed on just the core content of all things audio, pretty much what you hear, to put on their websites. There are at least four areas that are new content for radio. Number one is the news events themselves, the reporters or individuals' opinion about an issue or a topic. Three is promoting either the organization's brands on people working there. Four is the public involvement in the news gathering and editing process. Often performed user generated content as well, UGC. To voice opinion and analysis about an issue or a topic, journalists use blogs and podcasts. You mostly sometimes use blogs. They are most very common in television, and it was actually one of the first forms of online publication that was created, a shift into convergence. Podcasts, on the other hand, are audio feeds distributed through the web. And in podcasts, you should always consider these six things. Number one is having something to say. Two is deciding on how long it should be. Three, record your interviews as needed. Four, gather your other production elements. Five, assemble the podcast using your editing structure. And six, plan a regular schedule to keep in track with what's going on regularly, so everybody will see you at a specific time. So if your podcast starts at 5 o'clock, you should start your podcast at 5 o'clock every time you do a podcast. So in conclusion to that, new contexts are example of online content that can be easily produced and to be given out to the audience. News will need people to coordinate and to operate all forms of broadcast journalists, and it's always evolving. So for Eagle News, this is Kirsten Floyd.